All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here Friday night, and man, this unboxing package is so big that I had to move Combat Jesus. He's sitting on the table back there, but don't worry, guys, he is in the room. So, guys, man, I've had work going on and doing work around the house. I had to build a 16-foot length of fence just today and over the past few days, and I used pure redwood. And building 16 foot of redwood fence, guys, costs as much as like a really nice Seiko watch. So we're not unboxing Seiko tonight, but I think you guys will really dig what I've got in this package. You guys saw the title of the video, so I guess you got your head scratching right now. So let's go ahead and unbox this package. Now, I want to show you guys the knife here. I want to thank one of my best viewers out there, Chris. Thank you for giving me this knife, getting it out to the channel for unboxing purposes. Super, super special knife, and I really, really thank you for that. Let's go ahead and close it up and put it away off to the side. Now, guys, since I couldn't afford Seiko, I went ahead and bought a couple of the next best thing. Now, I bought two of them because, to be honest with you, when I was looking at these things, I couldn't decide which one I actually wanted to pick up. My little nephew had a birthday, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, happy birthday, Max. And I sent a watch down there for him with my family. They were going down to visit him. And I wanted to find one of these, but locally I couldn't find one, so I found something even better and a little more expensive, and it was even a better choice for him. But anyways, getting into these two watches, guys, we've got two different models here, very similar, but a little bit different in size and stuff like that. And what I'm calling these is the Casio Combat watches. The reason I call them the Casio Combat watch is because I think they really meet a lot of the need for a battle watch, a watch it's very easily legible, tells the time and stuff like that. Now, the dial choices I picked out are definitely not battle style unless you're getting ready for winter battle or something like that. But I do think they're cool watches overall. So let's go ahead and get these things open. I'm going to grab this one first, since I don't know which one it is in the box here, and we'll go ahead and unbox it first. So taking a look at the reference number on this, this is going to be the MRW210H, and it's got the 7AVCF on it. So there's your reference number on this. And go ahead and open this super fancy packaging here from Casio. And guys, I've never actually seen one of these live and in person. I've only seen pictures of them and stuff like that. Never actually even seen a video on it, but I thought it was a super cool looking piece. And so I went ahead and ordered one for the channel. Now, as you guys can see, let's go ahead and peel off our plastic. Matter of fact, let's get it off the stand altogether. You guys know what these Casio stands look like, right? All right, so let's go ahead and get the plastic off of here. Now, you know, one of the things I was like, okay, it has to have, as a combat watch, it needs to have a legible dial. It needs to be easy to read. Now, I don't think this watch has any Loom. I'm not sure. We'll definitely test it. Probably the hands have Loom on it. So if it does have Loom, that's great. This has a 24 dial layout. 24 hour, I should say. It has a bezel. Now it's a bidirectional bezel, of course, but it is useful, can be used for timing things and stuff like that. The watch is lightweight, easy to use, very inexpensive. I think this watch came in right around 20 bucks, something like that. It was really, really, maybe 25 or something like that. But really cool watch, 100 meters of water resistance. So good looking piece. Let's go ahead and get some dimensions. Actually, no, I'm not going to do dimensions. I'm going to open the other one so we can take a look at it real quick. Okay, so let's set that one aside here, because they're different. Then they were different in cool ways. So here's the other one, and this one is reference number MRW200H7EVCF. So this one, again, in this fancy packaging. Now, see, it's got a white dial also. I wanted to do two white dial watches side by side. And this is a pretty popular one out there from Casio. A lot of the same stuff going on here. You've got Quartz Movement. You've got a day-date function and stuff like that. You've got loomed hands. This one looks like it has loomed pips also, which is going to be nice. Now, the big difference here is actually, yeah, this one doesn't have your 24-hour dial. This one does. So, and we'll get into the dimensions here in just a little bit, because you guys can tell just side by side. These are both different size watches altogether. This is obviously a much bigger watch and stuff like that. But let's see if there's any plastic on the dial of this one here. And again, you've got nice colors and stuff like that. Now, these are both available with different dial configurations, different dial colors. I went with the white on both of them just to make it even. Now, on this one, again, you have a nice, clean, bidirectional bezel. You know, it's not going to lock in, but these aren't divers watches. This is more for like timing an event or something like that. Very nice and easy to use. So nice painted on indices on both of these watches, as you guys can see. Now, they do almost look more applied on the model on the left Kind of nice looking. Kind of nice looking watches. I'm really a fan of both these watches, guys. That's why I really had a hard time choosing between the two. But I think these could both qualify easily as what we consider combat quartz watches. I mean, they just really get the job done. You could buy these by the dozen and not spend a lot of money and, you know, get watches on everyone's wrist. They're easy to sync because they're a quartz movement. So you can sync a bunch of watches together and have them keep in time and use them for any kind of event you need like that. So get that stand out of here too. Boy. Good looking watches. Now let me go ahead and get the dimensions of the bigger guy out of the way here. Let's check this out. So side to side on the case of this, yep, 50 millimeters. I thought it was about that big. So, and then from lug to lug, you're looking at a 54.9, so just about 55 basically, and then a thickness of 13.7. Now it's a big watch, but it's a Casio and it's what they call resin, so I mean it weighs next to nothing. There's really hardly any weight at all to this watch. So very nice dimensions and size. We'll get that one on the wrist here in a minute. Let's go ahead and get dimensions out of the way on this one. Make sure my caliper is reset there. Zero that guy out. Okay, here we go. Now this one is obviously a much smaller case, more petite, and you are looking at a 42.9, so 43 millimeter case. Still going to be what some people consider pretty big. 45.7, so 46 millimeters there, and a thickness of 11.6. So overall, definitely a smaller, more compact watch. Probably going to wear better for those with smaller wrists. Now, again, I said both of these watches are so lightweight. Now, this one is significantly heavier just in hand because of the overall just size of it. It's just going to weigh more and stuff like that. But it's not heavy by any sense of the means. So let's go ahead and start out. Now, it's Casio day for me today. Like I said, I was building a fence, and check this out. I've got on another white dial Casio, this being my low temperature LCD square in the G Glide series, which is a very cool watch. So let me go ahead and pause it and get the big guy on the wrist first. All right, guys, so there's the 50 millimeter on my 7-inch wrist, and boy, it does look big. It's a big watch. Now, the cool thing about it is this is an at-a-glance watch. I mean, it is no problem being able to tell the time at a glance. It's very lightweight, and so, you know, for what I'm calling a Casio combat watch, I think even though it's big, it matches what the watch is meant to do. Quick glance, you can tell the time. You can time something that you're getting done very quickly, very easily, very legible with the day-date function over there also. Overall, I mean, this is a really nice watch. I really, really like this guy. So let me pause it and get the other one on the wrist here real quick. All right, so there you go with the 43 millimeter on my wrist. Now again, very legible. You know, this really fits beautiful. And I mean, it's just got a lot of great stuff going on. It's funny, the hour hand reminds me so much of the Orient Ray out there. It's just funny, it really reminds me of that. And this is a $14 watch, guys. It's a very nicely done watch. If you check that second hand at least a minute ago, it looks like, it's probably the camera, but straight on, it actually looks like it's nailing the indices pretty good for a $14 watch. So that is super impressive all around. So let me dim the lights and let's see what the Loom looks like on these two watches side by side here. All right, guys, so if anything's an indicator, right now, look at the watch on the left. It's already glowing, and I haven't even hit it with lights. So that may be an indicator as to which watch is going to have the better Loom. So let's check this out. These are the Casio Combats. That's what I'm calling them. You can get these in multiple different dial configurations, colors, and stuff like that. But I think they're a great watch for the money. I think there's a lot to offer with both of these watches. Now, as you guys can see, the hands on the watch on the right glow very nicely. And really, for keeping track of time and stuff like that at night during a mission or whatever, that's going to work just fine. Now, the one over there on the left is pretty impressive. I have to admit, for a $14 watch to have good Loom like that is pretty darn cool. So, guys, I got these watches off Amazon. I'm going to leave a link down below where you can get these watches. These would make great Christmas presents, great stocking stuff or something like that with Christmas and the holidays coming up. Get them for your friends and family. Definitely very cool. All right, guys, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you've not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.